you click on the associate, and you can select that network interface card and you can associate it with that. In my case, then you can associate it at the subnet level also. So at present it is associated with any subnet. It is only associated with one network interface card, but if when I click on the subnets, it is not associated at the subnet level. And the same is what when I go to VNet, you can view the same setting from the VNet. If I go to VNet, you will say subnets, and if I click one of the subnet, service endpoint, that all options sorry, this all options is not there. So if I go to security, that okay, this is different. So that NSG is from there. Yeah, from that end only I can associate it with the network security group. So network security group, from there I need to associate. So if my role is installed, if I open it locally, 127.0.0.1, I'm able to access it, but if I try to access it from there, I'm not able to, because I need to write a NSG rule. So if I go to this NSG, and if I say inbound security rule, so I will write one rule. So click on add. So the source may be any, you can specify the IP address also, where the range of your on-premises network, the public IP address range you can specify. You can specify a service tag application security group. So I will use any. You can say source port is any. The destination means it will be IP address or it may be any, and I will specify the port range is what, it's 80, and the priority is what, and I can specify web server, web underscore site, I can specify it. The moment you add this rule, I have added the rule, and if I go over there now, what may be the case? I have added this rule. Now what may be the case? Kiran?
You are not able to access still, right?
Still I am not able to access it. So I need to check from there. That means whether the same is allowed here or not. So I need to check the profile in the local PC firewall. So port 80443 is what? This is for the branch case. It is not allowed. So what happens? Worldwide web service, I will allow this rule. Okay, this is not there. So I can write a rule over here. So it is the inbound rule. Okay, let's inbound rule, that is local port is what? That is allowed. Okay, it has come. It was already allowed. Now it has come. It might have taken. So this way you can add a rule. You can allow. If I say I disable this rule, now I am able to access it. If I say you can delete this rule, you will not be able to access that rule. And you can further switch it like different kind of service where you have the what kind of service you have hosted. On basis of that, you need not to remember that particular port also. Automatically it will select. So you can always switch between this advanced and basic, and you can say, if I say okay, save, this rule is there, that is there, you are able to access it. So now what I will show you, I'll create one more NSG, and that NSG I will associate it at subnet level. Till the time this prompt comes, you can ask me, keep on asking me some questions, so that if you have any related to. So let me select this lab also, and the name is what? Test NSG1, and I will keep it in the central US only. just create. Like if you remember, there is tags in all resources. There is option called tags. We are not using it, but as a in your when you to deploy any resource on premises, you have to use the tags. You should use define a list of the tags available. You can also define the list of the tags available, and a user has to the department means. Otherwise, what will happen up? You will ask the user, okay, you need to define a department tag, and he's typing somewhere some spelling mistake and all that. So when it comes to billing and you want to associate it with the billing, you will not be able to do that. So you can define the list of the tags which are available. I'll share with the link Azure documentation where you which you can follow, and normally we achieve it using the Azure policy itself. So my network security group is it, and now here no network is blocked. I am just allowing, even though my 3389 is also blocked, and now I will associate it with at the subnet level. So lab vnet and my floor 1 subnet I have associated, and you will feel that my network connection will also go off. Once it gets associated and it gets evaluation will take place, and then you will say network. Okay, it's working. It's saving the subnet information. Till the time, if I go back to my virtual machine, or from here itself you can go to network interface card, and okay, no, not here the network interface card. I'll go to my virtual machine, go to test VM, select the networking, and I'll select my network interface card, and here I'll select my it will give me the list of all the NSG rules applied over here. Saving subnet, successfully saved this. So associated NSG, it says only one NSG is there. No. It will come up after some time, take some time till the time evaluation takes place. I'll show you. So let me go to the NSG subnet, that was the network security group. So this is what my NSG I have associated it with what. Okay, at the subnet level. Why? Because it is a different IP address. That's the reason. So the inbound rule, it is there, and the network interface card, let me associate it with the network interface card, because that is a public IP address at this only. Already one is there, so at the subnet I have associated. It's there. Since so networking, and now network test NSG floor 1 attached to subnet 1, this is there, and this is what the add inbound role. So what happens, let me check. It will come up. Okay, it is the public IP address within the, because this is what, if you look over there, for this it shows me all the effective rules. Because that is a public IP address with the network interface card. That's the reason it is not, it is allowing me. If within that particular network, the private network, it will not allow me. That's the reason. It's okay. Anyhow. Okay. Then creating NSG rules, already I have shown you. You can need to specify the service, port range, and priority. Then, okay, application security group. Again, now what happens over the time, we have a requirement that we have many web servers, and we have deployed many web servers in the Azure, and you have to write the same rules again and again in different NSGs. So at that time, what happens, we can create a application security group for a particular rule, and in the NSG we can select that particular ASG, that application security group. So what happens, we basically use the application security groups where we are grouping the similar type of servers that which has the same port requirement. So every time I need not to select my IP address and all that, I can anytime when I write an NSG rule, I can select my application security group over there. So allows you to reuse your security policy at scale without manual maintenance of explicit IP address. You need not to specify that, and multiple to focus on your business logic. So what happens, you can always specify. So when you go to, so this is what, again, application security group. I'll create a application security group. So is G demo 1 regional use it central US. And in that application security group, you can write the rules. So once you have a specific policy, okay, in a web server, these many ports will be allowed. You written it once and you can associate it with any NSG. So it becomes very easy for you. The management becomes very easy in this case. That is that one. Till the time it gets deployed, let me come back to slides. So this we have already done that NSG blade and NSG already I shown you, explore the inbound and outbound rules. So now we'll discuss about one more service, that is Azure Firewall. So I think we should take a break. So it's 13:51, that is 1:51. So we'll take a break for next 20. That means at 2:15 we'll meet. Okay.
Okay, I'm fine.
We'll start this topic that time.
Yeah, sure, sure.
RG is there, MG is there, BMK and KG is there. Rinku?